Hi, friends. I hope this finds you well. Hopefully you saw my message in our group. I just got my son off his van and it's raining out. Sorry. I see the raindrops on my glasses. My glasses are a disaster, that's for sure. That just made them smeary. Sorry, I'm looking for a glasses cleaner. So I'm like, I knew there was one here. How are you all? How is everyone? Please like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new. Join our Facebook group. Now I can see. There we go. Let me go over. It's just me today. Trisha started her new job. She will be back. She's finished. Today was her last day of her first week. So, which is very exciting. And then, then, oh, hear me. I'm going to try and share everywhere. But, so, excited that, I'm putting it on my Facebook. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Oh, well. I'm just going to share. It's posting very slowly. All right. And I'll go in the Queen Beaters group and post it. All right. And then I'll be ready to go. How is everybody? Who's joining us today? Hopefully next week, Trish and I might be able to start our new schedule. I don't know. We'll plan on next. I don't think I can do next Friday, but we'll see. We will keep you guys posted. I apologize that this is kind of, I don't know, out of sorts right now. But closing everything up so it's out of my way. Who's here? Hey, Deb. Oh my goodness. So fun. So fun to have you. I don't know the last time you were here. That's so exciting. I was trying to think. I feel like I heard you on a podcast, or maybe that was just Kirsten. Anyways, I feel like I heard your name somewhere. I was doing something. I was like, I love Deb. So excited to have you here. So fun. Anyways, so I am going to go ahead. Let me see. Oh, I got to open up my thing and then I will share my screen. So I told you guys that we would look, let's see, share screen. And where are you? Uh-oh. All right. So I don't know. Oh, here we go. This is what I want. All right. So I am going to be sharing with you all here. This is Bead Tool 4. Okay. So isn't that cool? So it is very neat program. It's not extremely user-friendly right off the bat, but if you play with it, you can sort of figure it out. So this thing just kind of goes like this. So this right now, if you look over, no, I don't know. Does it? Oh, good. I'm looking at my bead tool, but I can't see my screen. So it's kind of hard to do both. Let me see if I can do this and then I can see you guys. There we go. And see any comments, maybe make bead tool a little smaller. There we go. What are you guys working on this week? We'll go that direction. Anyways, okay. So if you look, the logo's in the way regardless. All right. So if you look here, it says pattern and palette is under Queen Beaters. So if I clicked on palette, you see it brings up all the beads that are in the bead tool that are listed. So it doesn't mean that's all the beads out there. So you can pick, all right, I am going to do, say, I'm going to do something with my Yuki round or they have Preciosa, they have Toho rounds, Toho treasures, Toho generic colors. So, so yeah, so what that does is it gets the measurements of the beads and then it lists all the many colors depending on what one you picked. So these are the Mayuki. Excuse me. But if I come up here and do delicas, it'll change some. These are size 8 delicas. And then the other, they also have Toho rounds. So all kinds of, these are probably 11Os. I'm not sure. It has an 11 in front of it, but it just says Toho rounds. So that's palette. If you come here to pattern, you can do different types of stitches. So you got square, you got loom, brick, gourd, peyote, different types of peyote, right angle weaves, all kinds of stuff. So we're going to work on a loom. And then, so here's where this comes in. So 20 columns is this way. So 20 beads this way. And then rows. So if I was using Tohos and I wanted, it's about, so it'll make it about 1.17 inches wide and then 7.46 inches long. So I don't want that many rows. If I was going to use Tohos, I want, oh, no, wrong way. Ha! I probably want about 6 inches because my wrist is 7 inches. There we go. So it'd be 70 rows this way and 20 this way. Now, if I wanted to change it up, I could do 70 here. I can flip it on you. And do 20 here. And then it lays the pattern this way. So you can do either way, depending on how you need much longer than. There we go. So whatever reason it needed more this way, not sure. But anyway, so that's how you would flip it, is playing with these things. So other things that you can do is you can look for a picture and you can add a picture. So you can change the size of the picture. Woo, see? And then to get it to go where you want it. So say I wanted to do this one, make it a little smaller. So you need to make sure the arrows. Yeah, so it takes a little bit of time to figure these things. Oops, now I'm filling them in. So we're going to undo that line of, so that means right now if I want to add it to it, then I would hit transfer. And I'm saying nearest color. I only want 5 colors. And hit begin. And it doesn't quite look like it, but we did shrink it down a lot. And I only choose 5 colors. So that's kind of how to do that. But the thing I don't know is how to get the picture out of here once I put it up. Anyways, so that's one way to do things. Another thing is you can save all of these and you can hit browse. And so here's Jules, one of her goddess bracelets. I made a goddess pattern. I've made the sun. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, that stinks. How do I get you to see that? Maybe I have to change the screen share. Sorry about that. Let's just do the entire screen and then you can see what I'm doing. All right. So back to this. You guys can see yourselves back there. So this is what I was looking at. Let's get, I'm not sure why. This won't go in front. Anyways, so this is, here you go. We've got Jules's goddess, my goddess. Here's a sunflower bracelet I made. Here's a pink poodle bracelet, an Easter egg, another sunflower, which I drew. That's a little harder to do. I made a bow tie pattern. See it going the other way. This diamond pattern, I believe that might be a Trish creation. I'm not sure. This is supposed to be a heart. I'm not sure where that got to or what happened there. So say we wanted to do the pink poodle. I click on that and I can open, and it puts it right in there. Okay. I can hit preview, and what it does is it shows me what the layout would look at. And you can change what layout, so you can have just the bead chart. You can have the bead chart and legend. Legend's the words. You can do a full printout. You can do just the pattern. There's all kinds of ways of doing this. You can make a larger pattern, extended printout. So all of these, different ways, you can create your own. So there's all kinds of, I already printed this out. And this is the one we'll actually work on today. So there's all kinds of ways that you could print this out. Any questions so far? What do you guys think? There are videos, so if you buy Bead Tool, there definitely are videos out there. And then they update it every once in a while. So here is, now pull it out of here so I can see you guys. So this is the software where you can download it, and it's a one-time payment. There's drawing tools, stitches to choose from. They've added a bunch of stuff. So I put you can do a free download available, free updates, and then it has all the compatibility and everything. I guess that they oh no, you can purchase it. So I see that the free one only lets you do so much. It is great. I mean, it's a great way to play with it and get to know it and all of that. The sunflower. Oh, hey, Lori. So glad you could join us. So you do have this. Yeah, it is not exactly totally user friendly, but they do have good customer service. And then there are a bunch of videos available on how to adding text, insert, remove rows. So there's videos that you can watch and everything to help you along the way. So if you're looking for a way to do the pattern bracelets, this has been my favorite tool that I've found so far. I know there are other ones out there. There's one for the iPad, and I haven't been totally impressed with the one on the iPad, but yeah. So yeah, it is cool, Lori. I do. I like it. So the sunflower one I had made had done that. So I will share. We're going to work on the pink poodle. I'll give you a little tutorial on how to, and then you can just print this out. But we'll go down to the table and I'll show you. I know. I wish they could get it to work on the iPad, because it would be nice to not have to come to my computer in order to use it. But great tool. And once you get kind of the feel for it, you get on a roll. I feel like. So I'm going to flip my camera around. And I don't know if we'll get everything done, but we will see what is going on here. Here we go. So hopefully that'll be, I'll turn this light on too. All right, so I got my bead board, and you can have wildfire, fireline, you name it, dragon thread, any of those. And then I print it out, as you can see. So here's the pink, so it's a pink background. You can print it out in a different way where it just shows you the colors. This has the ABCs. So A is pink, B is black, and C is white. If you print it out just the colors, it's a little easier to see. And then this is the word chart. So like your first row, I need, 20 of color A. So it, whatever color you choose, you don't have to do these colors, but you can pick 3 others. Oh, fun, Lori, that you agree with my assessment there. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys, I stopped at Walmart to grab some of the Jesse James new beads. Look at this. Oh my goodness. How pretty is that? It's got cubes. And then it's got those rondelles, and then some crackly, and then some bicones. Very pretty, that one. And then I picked up the purpley smoky one. So very similar, all the same kind of beads, similar. And then I picked up this one. So their new thing is putting out lots of single kind of beads. I didn't get any of those, but this one was a single colored, and I liked that it had the different strands. So those are some fun new beads that Jesse James. I know the trio strand. Oh yeah, that's one. Deb is saying are great. Yeah, they're just beautiful. And look, this whole combo. How pretty is that? The pinks and the grays and the purple. So watch for a video of me using those. All right, so to do our pink poodles here, we're going to need lots and lots of beads. So lots of pink beads. So what are you guys working on? How have you guys been? I don't know if I'll finish this today. I might just start it and then, because I'm feeling kind of tired and not 100%, and the weather's yucky. So, all right, so there's a whole bunch of pink. And then we need white. So I have this crystal AB that I thought would be pretty. I didn't have an 8.0 in, well, I probably do somewhere, but in the white. And then we have, there are all kinds of different beads here in the Tohos in black. Hopefully this will work. Sometimes mixing the beads, are slightly different shapes and stuff, but I was going to use the original jewel loom today. So make sure that you have the ends of your metal piece correct when it comes. Sometimes it's a little more bent than works well in the loom. So then if you can see, remember, put it into your goddess belly, as Jules would say, and pop in your metal piece. So you want it bent enough that it'll hold. Okay. And then you need some kind of beading thread, whatever your preference of beading thread is. And now we need to make 20 rows. So that means we need to make one more than needed, 21. So I take it. There we go. I'm going to tie a knot on the back here. Sometimes doing a slip knot to get it on started works well. Sometimes it can be hard to tie around there. So then we can just pull it. Oops. This is one way to do it. Make sure you have it on the knob. I didn't do such a hot job there. My knot is too big. We'll just cut it off and start over. All right, usually I just tie it on. I was trying to see if I know Jules does like the knot first and then puts it on, but all of us are different, right? I've dove into the world of resin, just playing with washi tape and resin. Ooh, Lori. Ooh, I can't wait to see what you make. Please share in our beading group. So I'm going to come over here since we're going to fill in 20 of these. So put it in the next, wrap it around the back. Make sure you're holding on taut. And these beads, I believe, are small enough that I don't have to leave a lot of space in between. There we go. I'm debating if I want to leave one space. I might want to leave one space, but I don't know if I can fill it then. All right, we'll try with one space. Been forever since I've done an original jewel loom piece. Remember, hold that tension, but when we pop the rod out, that will hold our tension too. So that's 3, and I'm getting stuck on my other thread. There's 4. But as far as I know, what Trish has told me, she's really enjoying her new job. So today's her last day of her first week, and she'll have another week of training next week. So let's see, we're up to 5. And teaching art and stuff is going well. How about you, Deb? What are you up to? 6. 7. 8. And don't want to put 2 holes in there. 9. 10. This is going to be a big one. Wish I had the Mayukis to do this. 11. You're making jewelry. Oh, a lariat. 12. 13. Who else is here with us? 14. 15. 16. Slowly but surely, we're making it progress. Right? 17. Ooh. 18. Uh-oh. That's the end of my wildfire. Oh, I didn't realize I was that low. Okay. With the white, at least, I need to order more. So we'll just cut our pattern a little shorter there. We'll take a row off each side so we just won't have pink on either side of our poodles. So bummerific, but that's okay. So I'm sliding it under all those strings, grabbing my pliers, trying to hold the tension with my other finger, leave a little bit of gap, and knot it off. And I pull down. And hear that beautiful tingling ting. Oh, came a little loose here over here, but when we take the bar out though, we should be good to go. So push it back into your goddess belly again. Make sure all the strings are in the right spots. Trying to move that one over. There we go. Oops. I have one space between each one. So the loom is pliable but not bendable. So be really careful there that you don't want to bend it too much or it will go pop. All right, so I already had some string ready to go here. This one ready still. I guess I didn't get to the needle on that one. So we'll finish up this one and then we will switch the needle over. So I'm going to come here and tie it off. Yes, Deb, your designs are gorgeous. You do such beautiful work. I'm so excited for all the opportunities you're having now. So you're going to be one of the designers, right, Deb, for Jesse James Beads, Christmas. And then I think you're at Art Beads now too. Is that correct? Let's see. Lori tried Trish's cherry blossom bracelet from a few weeks ago with pretty fall colors and a sparkly button. It sold the day I took it to the shop. Oh, good. Lori, share a picture if you have a picture of it. I'd love to see it. All right. So, so the first line is all pink. So it's all pink. So now let's see. I have got how many spaces because I had to reduce it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe we won't be able to do this pattern. I only have 12 across. Well, I'll show you how to start it at least. All right, so we're going to pick up 12 pink beads. So something like this is just going to be a meditative process and take time. So I'll show you how to start. I didn't have a chance to make a finish one to show you how to take it off, but I can do another video with that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, we got our first row of beads. I guess I didn't need the spaces in between. Well, look at that. That's okay. It's all learning process, right? So make sure you get one bead in each hole. There we go. And then yeah, I could have definitely Oh, I wonder if I can do 2 in each one. That might give me enough space to do a whole bracelet. I do 2 in each hole. Oh, the joys of figuring things out when you're live. All right, let's try that. My husband is home. You probably hear the dog getting all happy. So that means I can do several more. 2. But if you are interested in a jewel loom or beads or wildfire or anything, you can use my my link in my Linktree. It's in the description. Oh, sorry. Deb says, not Christmas. So many other great designers there. I'm at our beads. Yes. Oh, okay. I thought you were one of the ones for Christmas. Can you put the amount of rows you have back in the software and rework the pattern? Yes, I could. That's a great idea. Let me see if I can do that. Let's see. We will present. I don't know. I've not tried that. All right. So pull up the bead tool again. Okay. So I was able to get, let's see. I have, let's say there are that, and if I, where is it? Poodle. Okay, let's see. We open it. Okay. And then pattern with the palette. We only have 12 rows. Yeah. Doesn't look like it'll work. Looks like a minimum of maybe 15 because it's hard to take this row out. I could do it. What else? So I'm hitting undo. So the feet don't have to be as big, I guess, is what if I. So I could do that. That's definitely a possibility. Thank you for the suggestion. I appreciate that, Lori. Yeah, so it looks like can do at least, so if I can get 15 beads across when I have, good, how many holes I had? 13, I said. So I only need 2 of them to be doubled. So that's kind of nice. I made my 2 holes too big. I do know what I'm doing. Oh my goodness, it seems like I don't. Yeah, so that's why it probably can. It might be able to, Lori, shrink the size of my object, but I'm not sure how to do that. So that's a great question, and maybe something I just need to play with and come up with another video. What do you think? All right, so these are all here. All right, I'm going to do 2 in this hole. So I went under. So I am using 8/0s. Yeah, I did switch it to 8/0s, and it was, yeah, it didn't change change it much. So that's okay. All right, so we'll put 2. Now I'm going over top. Make sure you go over top of the thread. So once I get the first road's always, always, always finicky. Doesn't matter. But you learn better if I keep making mistakes, right? Yeah, they do look so tiny on the screen. Yeah, I imagine if I went with like an 11.0 or a 15.0, that would have been, you wouldn't have been able to see them. So that was why I did pick the 8.0. Oh my goodness. But we can only learn from our mistakes if we make them, right? And you can learn from my mistakes. It's part of the making process. If you want to become a designer, you got to be ready to be willing to fail. I think it's the best way to put it. Be willing to fail. And I'm going to have some extras because I didn't count that right. See? Failing all over. But that's okay. Because I can undo this knot later. And I think I got them all in there. There we go. So I'll undo that knot later and fix those last couple. All right. So let's see. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Not one shy. Guess I can stick one more in there. So that means 3 rows of 2 seed beads, which is fine. I will stick one more in there before we start the next row. Then we've got our 15, just like the screen. Hi, Zach. So fun to have you. So glad you could join us. You'll have to go back. I was showing everybody how to use the bead tool, failing in the right direction, as my husband's old boss always said. You got to be willing to fail in order to succeed. So here we are. We're failing in the right direction. All right, we're getting some beads on. I got 3, 4. So Zach, we're working on this pattern. I had made this for a certain somebody. Yes, I agree. Deb's designs are gorgeous. Aw. Aw, thank you. I won't get it done today. I'm not feeling great, so I'm just going to start you guys out. I showed you guys the software. 5. And I think it was only like, I don't remember. I think it was like $40 or something. One-time payment. 6. 7. Both, I think Lori and I were both talking about how we wish it was available on tablet or iPad or something. 8. 9. 10. So if you're wondering, on my list, second row is just the pinks as well. So there's 2 rows of pink on this side and 2 rows on that side. And the main reason for that is for our handy dandy closures that slide over them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and one more for good measure, 15. Woo! And now let's see if we can. So I only had 2 extra beads. Not too bad. So that one row, it's got 3 beads in it. So I'll put 2 in here. And yes, I've been doing a lot of painting, so my hands are definitely messy. I've been having fun doing this taster event that an artist I follow put together as a taste of what you could do, like if you join their group for a year. And it's been so much fun. So I've really enjoyed it. So remember, go underneath first and then over top. But when you come over top, make sure you're going over top of all. So I always use my finger underneath to kind of, oops. So that means I missed going over top somewhere if 2 of my beads popped out. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not in the right spot. It's just me. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. So I'm making a seed bead bracelet with 8 O's. There's poodles on it. You see, Zach? And I can share this printout with you guys in the group. And yeah, so I was showing the bead tool program that can only be used on a computer at this point. There is another one for iPad, but it's not that great. So, and it has different ways you can print it out, how you do the pattern. I'm using just beading thread. I'm using wildfire, but you could use Fireline, you could use dragon thread. Any of those should work. So when I get back around, I'm missing 2 beads over here. Oopsie days. I am just falling apart here, aren't I? I might just have to undo this whole thing and redo it. So I'm going to stop there because this is before I go any further because it's a hot mess. And I'm a hot mess. I'm not feeling 100%. So we are going to stop there. But when I get this done, I will definitely share a picture. So with the looming, just make sure, yeah, 6 O's would probably be good too. I have 8 O's right now. 6 O's would make it a very wide bracelet. So there's supposed to be 20 rows for this one. But I think this is for my Yuki 8 O's. So they're even smaller because they're more uniform. So it's just, excuse me, a matter of playing with it. Yes, definitely in honor of Trish. I made it thinking of her. So yeah. So you can add pictures to the program and it'll translate it as long as you have enough room and the picture's the right size and stuff. So it's a lot of finagling, but oh, what size is my thread? Great question. Great question. Sorry. Yes, the 0.006. I had to double check, but I just have the white wildfire. So yeah, I think I'm going to take this off the loom and just redo the whole thing. But so yeah, so I will post the pattern. And if you're not in our group, you'll have to join our group to gain the pattern. So if you join the group and are new, let me know and I'll make sure you get the pattern. And then I'll make sure everybody else, I'll put it in like files or something in our group. You'll need a loom, whether it's the original jewel loom or, you know, one of the wisdom warriors. You could do it on too. And then lots of thread, lots of beads, a beading plate and everything. So yeah, so I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. You can use my pattern or you can use somebody else's. And just make sure, excuse me, that you start out, you go from left to right, you go under first, or you can go right to left. As long as you go under first and then over top second, and make sure that, oh, thank you, Zach. Make sure that that you're catching all the threads. So yes, so this I think my son gave me, and then my friend gave me this one, and then I've made these two in either a video or live. I think this one was live, and this one was a video if you want to learn. And then this one was to help a missionary group in Honduras. So this is like some kind of special stone and then amber on either side. But thank you, Zach. I appreciate that. Any other questions? I apologize. We won't have a finished product today, but you did. That's just my camera getting it out of the way. But you did get to see the bead tool, and you got to see the loom. But don't hesitate to ask me any questions. Remember, under and then over. And then just different ways to do it. You could check off your pattern on here. You could send it to your iPad. I like to do that and then enlarge it and then just check it off. Or you could, it's really bright, so you can't see that. Let's see. There we go. As you can see, you could check off each row as you go. So whatever works for you, you can definitely do. So I highly recommend the bead tool. If you know of a better program, they're a great program. Like, I don't want to put them down. Hey, no cheating, Trish. We miss you too. But yeah, so I will try and finish that up in the next week or so and take pictures and send it to you all. And Trish, I'm glad you could peek in and watch while you were still at work. But yeah, so it was a hot mess today, but that's part of beading along with friends, right? If we weren't a hot mess and dogs weren't barking, it wouldn't be us. But Trish, I miss you terribly. And we will let you know about next week. I don't know if we'll be able to go live. I don't think I can next Friday. But we will keep you guys posted. Anyways, have a great weekend. Love you guys. And thanks for joining us. Me.